In this video, we will go over step-by-step instructions for installing new LED lights for the high beams in this 2020 Chevy Colorado. For this installation, you'll need a T20 Torx driver and something flat like a screwdriver. We will start under the hood. The driver's side high beam is easy to see and access. You can see the black dust cover here, and we'll get to that side later in the video. We will start the installation on the passenger side, where you can see two plastic covers that will need to be removed first. For you watching this, you'll probably not have to remove the top cover. You can pull it back to gain access to the lower cover. You'll need to loosen the lower cover, and to do that you need to pry free this plastic locking tab. Pry the middle out first, and then you can pry out the base. Now you can access the high beam bulb by pulling back the plastic covers. For the video, we're going to remove this top cover. To remove the cover, you need to remove the T20 Torx screw and the plastic locking tab. This tab will come out the same as the lower one. Pull the middle, and then the base will come out. You can then slide the cover towards the front of the car to free it. You can see here where the clip held together both pieces. Now you can peel back the lower cover to easily access the high beam. Begin by turning the dust cover counterclockwise to unlock it and pull it out. When you pull it out, notice the marking on the top. This will help line it up when you have to reinstall it. To pull the bulb out, start by unplugging the wire connector. Using your flat tool, like a screwdriver, lift up the tab holding the bulb on. You can then pull the wire connectors apart. Next, reach the bulb and turn it counterclockwise to unlock it. You will then be able to pull the bulb straight out. This is a standard 9005 halogen bulb. And now that we have the bulb out, let's compare it to the new LED bulb from Ayla Lighting. You can see that they are different with the driver attached to the LED. But if we look closer, you can see the LED and the halogen have the exact same base and plug, making for an easy plug-and-play fit. Also notice the LED chip and the halogen filament are in the exact same spot, meaning this bulb was designed to have maximum light output while still being safe for other drivers. Let's install the bulb. For proper installation, this bulb will need to be installed with the LED chips facing out to the left and right, and the wire out the back will hang directly down at the 6 o'clock position. To install the bulb, you will first need to line up the locking tabs with the slots in the housing. You can see the tab at the top will align with the slot that is at the top. This vehicle has a triangle marker at the top, with a little arrow telling you which way to turn it to lock it. Insert the bulb and turn it clockwise until it is locked. You can see this bulb is not properly aligned and needs to be adjusted about 30 degrees. Adjusting the beam angle is easy. Remove the bulb from the housing and use the included Allen wrench to loosen the set screw. Hold the bulb by the chuck at the angle it was in the housing when it was installed. Rotate the bulb in the base and tighten the set screw. Reinstall the bulb to check if it now rests vertically with the chips facing out to the left and right. The wire out the back will also be either pointing directly down at the 6 o'clock position or up at 12 o'clock. You may have to repeat this process a few times to get the bulb aligned. Now that you have it properly aligned, you need to plug the wire connectors in. Line up the two connectors and push them together until it clicks. You can then feed the LED driver and any extra wires into the housing. Before you go any further, it's a good idea to test the bulb to make sure it all works. It lights and it's bright. You can see the difference in brightness and color when we shine the light on the wall. The stock halogen is on the left and the new LED is on the right. To finish this side, we need to reinstall the dust cover. And if we hold the cover just below the bulb, you can see that even with this dust cover, there will be plenty of space for the new LED bulb. To replace the cover, line up that triangle mark so when you rotate the cover to tighten it, the mark will be at the top. You can now put back the plastic covers. Start with the lower cover. Insert the plastic locking clip with the middle still pulled up. Push the middle in to lock it. For the top cover, line up the holes and slide it back under the piece where you had removed it. Replace the locking tab and push in the middle. Then replace the torque screw. We can now move on to do the other side. This side has no extra covers, so we'll go right to removing the dust cover. Just like before, turn the cover counterclockwise and remove it. Use your flat tool to unplug the wire connector and turn the bulb counterclockwise to unlock it and remove it. Replace with the new LED. Line up the tabs and insert the bulb. Turn it clockwise to lock it. Check the orientation to be sure it's lined up correctly and adjust if needed. Connect the wire connection and test it to be sure it works. Feed any remaining wires in the driver into the housing and replace the dust cover. Now let's look at what the standard halogen looks like compared to the new LED. We set up a light meter to measure the brightness and color. The halogen bulb came in at 436 lux with a color temperature of 3033 Kelvin. The LED was over 4 times brighter with a lux of 2600 and a bright white color temperature of 6523 degrees Kelvin.
Safer, smarter, brighter, better. We are Ayla Lighting.